Yes, we are getting on a little late today, but it is Giants Roundup. They lose a matinee game, and I guess the pitching forgot their alarm clocks today, as pitching I guess was optional today in this game. Giants Roundup, they lose 7-5 to the Nats. You can follow on Twitter, join the Crook and Kite page on Facebook, and most importantly, please be kind and hit that subscribe button. And no, it was not a good day for the son of Pudge, Derek Rodriguez, as the Nats teed off from him from the word go today. Rendon singles to center to score Turner. It made it 1-0. And then the real damage came in the second inning, as Turner singles to score Eaton. Then Anthony Rendon grounds into a fielder's choice to score Adam Eaton. It makes it 3-0. And then the killer was the double by Adams to make it 5-0. And then in the third inning, he gets the bases loaded, and Bochy's seen enough. He goes to the bullpen rather quickly today. He only survives 2 2/3 innings, 5 earned runs. Luckily, though, Ty Block was able to eat some innings today out of the pen. It's nice that you got somebody like Ty Block who can pitch out of the bullpen. So that's been really good today for that. He eats 3 1/3 innings, only allows 1 earned run, so I'm not too terribly shabby there. And then the Giants do try to mount a comeback here in the third inning, as Nick Huntley, with a home run to center, it scores Posey. Longoria makes it 5-3, and then McCutchen sacrifices to score Gorkis to make it 5-4. We have ourselves a ball game again. But then Bryce Harper comes back with a home run to center. That makes it 6-4. That would be the only mistake he would make, that Block would make. Then in the seventh inning, Nick Hundley doubles to score Andrew McCutchen. We have a 6-5 ball game. Okay. But yeah, then the gas can, known as Corey Guerin, comes in, gives up an earned run, makes it 7-5, and now his ERA balloons to 5.11. That would end up being your final score. But you know what? Gio Gonzalez, he didn't do that much better either. 3 1/3 in. Oh, and then in the eighth inning, Kinsler hits Gorkis Hernandez in the ribs, and that stung. That was a stinger, and Gorkis is a tough guy. He was able to stay in the game, and luckily no fracture. It looks like he it's just bruised ribs. I totally wouldn't be surprised if we see Austin Jackson play center tomorrow. We could. But also, could we see retaliation tomorrow? We'll see. But Gonzalez only goes 3 1/3 innings. Then both bullpens have really had to be emptied out the last couple days. They're going to need innings out of the starters tomorrow. At this point, they're going to need innings out of the starters. They can't afford to have 3 games in a row but Guerin, he's not pitched well as of late. I'm wondering if the Giants possibly move Guerin to the disabled list really soon. This is a concern if Corey Guerin has just not been good the last few games. But realistically, here's some options you'd have to probably get somebody off the 40-man roster to take Corey Guerin's spot. So that's going to get interesting there, is who do you call up to replace Corey Guerin? One option could be submariner Tyler Rogers. He's done pretty well this year in Sacramento. And Rogers, he's had more experience at AAA, so I think he could be a bit more ready for the show than option B. Tyler Rogers, he's a submariner, right-hander. He's pitched right now. He's got a 2 point. His ERA as of right now is 1.84. So yeah, this could be a realistic call-up option. His ERA is 1.84. He's had out of this season, he has 24 strikeouts, 12 walks, a WHIP of 1.23. So you know what? That may not be too terribly bad there. I wouldn't. That would be a realistic call-up option for the Giants if they do make a roster move. Would be Tyler Rogers. All right, and then option B would be a guy that recently got promoted to Sacramento not too long ago. A guy by the name of the flamethrower known as Ray Black. It'd be interesting to see if everybody's all crazy about Ray Black being in Sacramento, and they're high on this kid. He's 27 years old. This is his first year in Sacramento. And right now he's supporting an ERA of 5.91, which is not, I don't think he's ready for, which means I don't think he's that ready, close to being ready yet. But in Sacramento, he has struck out 20 in 10.2 innings pitched and a WHIP of 1.13. But Black, I think he does honestly maybe need a little more seasoning before calling him up. See if he can prove himself worthy in the PCL before calling him up. Now the real question is, who do you DFA to make room for Tyler Rogers or Ray Black? One possibility, real possibility, could be Josh Osich. Josh Osich has not had a good year. I think this is his final year of having player options too. So I'm not sure. So he could be out of options this year after this year. But to me, he's not done well since returning to Sacramento either. Osich is sporting an ERA of 4.91 in 7.1 innings pitched and a WHIP of 2.32. That could be DFA. That's one DFA candidate there. And realistically, he could be out of options after. Yeah, he's likely going to be out of options after this year. This is his fourth year in the majors, so he cannot have options next. He will be out of options as of next year. And you know what? Maybe you move him through, waive him after in sometime in August, and see what happens. See if you can maybe get a team to bite on him. Another possibility for DFA is Derek Law. He's had a terrible year. His ERA is at 6.92 as of right now. He has pitched a bit better as of late. He will have one more year of options left before running out. But he has regressed the last couple years. And I don't know if he's ever going to be starter material. I mean, major league material at this point. And then the other option you could consider But no, we're not calling it Pierce. And of course, Tyler Beatty, you could, I suppose, you could call him up for a game or two just to have him eat innings out of the pen in case Holland struggles tomorrow. That's not going to be an easy game tomorrow. It's going to be Derek Holland against Max Scherzer. So no, that's not going to be no walk in the ballpark there. But I'd be leaning towards calling up the Submariner. Why not? He can't be any worse than Corey Guerin at this point. And I think he needs to go on the disabled list for the time being. But yeah, we'll probably see Alan Hansen give Joe Panic a day off tomorrow. And you really need to get some innings out of Derek Holland tomorrow. He's going to have to go 6 or 7 innings tomorrow to give this bullpen a rest. Last 3 days, this bullpen's been worked to death. And I think the Giants are lucky they avoided having to make another roster move, as it looks like Gorkas Hernandez is just day to day. So that's a sigh of relief right there. Because that hurt like a son of a bitch today. That is for certain. But now they just try to get a series win before you head to Miami. That's all you can do. And Nick Hundley, 7 home runs on the year. His average is up to 273. Everybody's complaining about Williamson. He's gonna get a home run sooner or later. Don't worry about that. His average is not too terribly bad either. 274. I don't know why all the complaints about him. Yeah, try to get a win before you go to Miami tomorrow, and try to make it a happy flight to the South Beach before you get a punching bag coming up. All right, let's go to the MLB roundup for today. Oh, and most importantly, this loss kind of hurts for the Giants. They're going to fall into third. They fall to 500, back to 500 at 32 and 32. They now are back in fourth place with Arizona and Colorado at 32 and 31, and Arizona game and a half lead at 33 and 29. And San Diego just five games back at 30 and 36. So certainly it's going to get fun down the stretch here. Now let's do the MLB roundup for today. Over in Minnesota, after a weather delay, the Angels beat the Twins 2-1. Your winning pitcher Tyler Skaggs taking the tough loss today is Kirk Gibson, who gives up 2 earned and 7 innings pitched. Just did not get any run support today. And it happened to be a home run by Ian Kinsler and home runs by Kinsler and Pujols that wins the game for them. And Philly gets pounded again by the Milwaukee Brewers 12-3. Your winning pitcher Brent Suter, your losing pitcher Jake Arrieta, his first real bad loss of the year. Christian Yelich goes 3 for 5 for Milwaukee. 5 runs, 4 earned, and 5 1/3 innings for Arrieta, probably his worst outing of the year. Adam Morgan, 4 earned in 1/3 of an inning pitch, and it happened to be a grand salami by Jonathan Villar. And now Philadelphia, they're starting to hit that correction as they have lost 4 straight, fall to 32 and 30. And I think even Atlanta, they're starting to hit a bit of a correction too at 36 and 27. They've lost 2 in a row. It looks like the dog days are starting to come for a lot as we are. It's now June. It's all baseball all the time. Now that the Warriors are champions, and the congrats to the Washington Capitals. And in Toronto today, the Blue Jays beat the Orioles 4-3. Your winning pitcher John Axford taking the loss. Michael Givens. That game went 10 today. And in Chicago, the Cubbies beat the Pirates 2-0. Your winning pitcher John Lester, 7 scoreless innings. And it looks like Steve Cishek is your new closer for the Cubbies. His second save of the year. It got off to a bad start with the first batter getting hit by a pitch today in this game, Chris Bryant. Not a good omen there. I think the benches were warned after that hit, too. And in Oakland today, the Royals beat the A's 2-0, taking the win. Danny Duffy. Chris Bassett, impressive in his major league debut, just did not get any run support today. 7 strong, 1 earned run. Not too shabby for your major league debut. Duffy was just a skosh better with 10 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings, getting his 14th save of the year, Calvin Herrera. And Herrera, he's definitely going to be a hot trade ship at this year's trade deadline. And certainly Danny Duffy, if he can get a good June going, his trade value can go up a bit. And Matt Chapman goes 3 for 3, but it's all for naught today. And it's like Oakland, they're going to be sellers. They just can't. And in Boston today, the price was right for David Price. That is, the Red Sox beat the White Sox 4-2. The price is right, Davey. Goes 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Taking the loss, and a tough loss, was Carlos Rodon. Gives up 2 earned and 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. Usually a good line, just did not get the run support today. And just dingers, JD Martinez with his 21st home run of the year for Boston. And in Cincinnati today, the Cardinals beat the Reds 6-4. Your winning pitcher, Michael Wacha. Taking the loss, Luis Castillo. Yadier Molina goes 2 for 3 for the Cardinals today. And in Tampa, the Rays beat the Red Hot Mariners 7-3. They cool them off a skosh. Blake Snell takes the win, 1 earned run in 6 innings pitched. Taking the loss, King Felix. I've seen better days. And the bottom drops out. Yeah, it was not good for King Felix today. 3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. It looks like the thrill is gone away for Felix Hernandez. Malik Smith goes 3 for 4. That's not Alex Smith, it's Malix Smith. Not to be confused with that NFL quarterback. Yeah, Hernandez 5.70 ERA. Just a sad way to see Hernandez's career ending at this point. And in Miami today, the Marlins lose to the Padres 5-4, taking the win. Chris Stammen, you're taking the loss. Drew Rucinski. Freddie Galvis. It's his 11th home run of the year for the Friars. And Dan Straley, not a good outing. His trade value's gone down a bit. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. And games currently in progress right now. In the top of the 11th, the Indians and Tigers are tied at 2 apiece. Mike Fiers and Mike Clevenger both had good outings today. It's been a pitcher's game for the most part in that game today. And in the Battle of Texas and Arlington, the Astros and Rangers are tied at 3 apiece. Currently pitching for the Astros is Brad Peacock. Yuri Gurriel has gone 2 for 3 for the Astros. Max Stassi's hit his 6th home run of the year for Houston. Not a good outing. Oh, maybe an in 6 walks out of Charlie Morton today. Hey, this is the first time I've seen this in 105 years. Oh, he walked 6 batters. Historically bad night for Charlie Morton tonight. 6 walks, and he hit 4 batters tonight. So I am wondering if they're under a warning over there in. Let's see if the benches have been warned or not. There, it wouldn't be a total surprise if they're pitching under a warning over there in Arlington tonight. No, they are not pitching under a warning just yet. But if definitely if an Astros player gets hit, it totally would not be surprised if we see a warning. But he hit 4 batters tonight. Profar twice. Odor got hit by Morton, and Chirinos 4 hit by pitches. You don't so 10 batters on base courtesy of the free pass. And in Denver, the Rockies currently lead the D-backs 7-5. DJ LeMahieu's gone 2 for 3 for Colorado. Trevor Story 3 for 3, 2 home runs. So he's already up to 14 home runs on the year. LeMahieu has hit his 6th home run of the year. Paul Goldschmidt's 2 for 3. He's hit 2 bombs tonight, up to 12 home runs on the year. His batting average has gone up to 247. And Jay, he's been hit by 2 pitches tonight. So we'll see if they try to draw the warnings or not. But yeah, I think the Astros game, I certainly would have warned the benches after the 3rd one. Some point you do have to warn the benches to Currently in the Subway Series, the Mets and Yankees tied at 3 apiece. Even Matt's 3 pitching tonight. Domingo German for the Bombers. 9 strikeouts for German, not too terribly bad. And the other game currently in progress down in Los Angeles. The Dodgers currently lead the Braves 1-0. Taking the mound for the Dodgers is Alex Wood. As the Dodgers try to get a half game back of the D-backs after tonight. Currently in the minors tonight. No score right now. Later tonight, the River Cats play the Sky Sox, and the Grizzlies play the Dodgers. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully, it'll be a better game tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm going to go watch the fights. I might be on Periscope later tonight to talk some off-season hockey, possible buyouts and stuff. So do a little open bar on Periscope later tonight after UFC concludes. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.